Okay, greetings, folks. So this is it, the kickoff of 2021, springtime. And this is one of the very traditional ways that I begin my fishing season most every year. I used to sometimes attend a few sessions at the Kastmaster State Park fly rod only in February and March. I haven't done that in a really long time, but I look forward to New York State stocking the local lakes and ponds with 2 to 3 year old brown trout every year. And they put generous amounts of these fish in the water. It's a put and take fishery. They don't naturally spawn and reproduce. And the thing is, these fish get eaten by the largemouth bass that are in the lakes and by cormorants and ospreys. And we pay for our New York license, and then the state stocks the lakes with fish with the license money. So I'm very happy to take my limit of 3 a couple times a year, and I love to smoke them. My family really enjoys smoked trout, and that's what I'm going to do with these fish today. So without further ado, I use a very light, ultralight setup. I use a Shimano Symmentry reel in the 750 size with 10-pound test Hitena braid spooled up on it, and I use a very tiny barrel swivel, and my leader is about 18 to 20 inches of 4-pound test Berkley Vanish fluorocarbon, and my go-to lure for this is a 1/8 ounce gold Kastmaster or a Mepps Aguila gold leaf spinner in size 0 or 1. And my favorite fishing rod for this activity is a St.Croix Panfish series rod. It's 6 feet in length, and it's rated 2 to 8-pound test. So it's an ultralight fishing setup for an ultralight fishing approach. You have to cast very light lures, 1/8 ounce lure. For sometimes a long distance, you need the extra distance in your cast to get the bites at times. So that is very advantageous, and the Hitena braid casts like a rocket ship. All right, so without further ado, let's get back to the action.
Belmont gets crazy crowded too.
What, Belmont?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't believe the size of the fish.
Oh, he got off. Oof! Man, he slammed it. Real pretty yellow on him, most of these things.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I just
So a quick note, trout are very delicate fish, and you know, you can only take 3 per person each day. And I come here with the lures, and I get there shortly after stocking, and I catch a lot of these fish. I mean, a lot. It's kind of like snapper fishing for me, and it's fun. I get a kick out of just counting them. So I have a lap counter affixed to my fly vest, and I click it every time I land a fish. Now, when I do land a nice brown trout, or any trout for that matter, I reach down, I grab the lure. I grab it by the Kastmaster lure. I lift it up out of the water, and then I take my little surgical forceps. They're like a pair of pliers, and I clamp them on one of the hook shanks, and then I turn it upside down and shake the trout off of the hook. That way it's a quick, easy, clean release, not very traumatic to the fish at all. I never touch the fish. I never put my hands on it unless I plan on keeping it. And even then, I put it on my stringer, my metal stringer. I just put it on one of the loops at the end, and I really don't put my hands on the fish. So that's important. There I am again, releasing another one with the forceps. So that's a great tool to have, and be conscious of handling the fish, because when you throw them back healthy, somebody else is going to get to catch them too, and it may be a young kid catching their very first fish, like happened at one point today. So yeah, please keep that in mind when you're out there on the lakes.
I think. You're in? Icebreaker? You live in the area? Uh-huh. They're hitting Westlake later. The Westlake's always a good bite.
Yeah, there's gonna be 7 billion people there.
You think?
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh, first retrieve without a touch. Second retrieve without a touch. Got him? You look familiar. You work on any of the boats? I guess you saw the truck drop them in, huh?
I used to work for DEC, so.
Yeah, me too.
Ah.
I used to stock for them.
Ooh, man. Little guy.
Nice size, huh, Kenny? What do you say?
That's average fish.
Yeah. I'm gonna borrow his wires with you, please, if you don't mind. Mine are in my bag.
Ah.
I should have bought them out. Thank you.
Little.
That's
A rainbow.
A rainbow.
First one.
All right, folks, so bittersweet here. I love doing this every year. I will continue to do it in my new state of Connecticut. Bittersweet, this is my last spring in New York State, and there's my clicker, my lap counter. I click it every time that I catch a fish, so today I got 34 fish. It was a fun day, as always, and there's my beauties. Zooming in on those, and they are already in the brine and ready for smoking tomorrow. Always a lot of fun, the brown trout. I look forward to this all winter when fishing slows down in the salt water. Like I say, this is how I would traditionally kick off my new spring season many times. That, and along with chasing stripers around the bays in spring, another one of my favorite springtime activities that I don't really share too much with my audience because I consider it to be pretty secretive. Anyway, here are some of the delicious treats. There's the smoked trout on the bottom, and I make smoked trout sandwiches with cream cheese and onion. Put some smoked trout over egg salad on flatbread, and wrap it up in just about anything. There's a piece of endive with egg salad and smoked trout. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for being with us again. Stick with us this season. Stay well.